First, everybody like the stream. What's not to like? We've got everything we need for a great stream, though. Audio, myself. Henchme976 says, Morge, if you had Marco tied up in sea stone in front of you, helpless, would you cannibalize him to get his fruit? That comment was a wild ride. I was like, where is this going? First of all, I don't have to eat him to get his fruit. Most people don't. Blackbeard didn't eat Whitebeard to get his fruit. You could kill them, and then the fruit will pop up to the nearest fruit. So I would just eat that. But clearly, eating the person is like one of my priorities as well. No, I wouldn't cannibalize Marco because I'm not a cannibal. Dan Demand says, do you think Oda will kill a Straw Hat by the end of the series? If so, who do you think it'll be? Love the channel, aka the evil Parvision. Lol. Ahaha. I was very confident that Oda would kill Usopp by the end of the series, and I was pretty confident that Luffy will die at the end of the series. I still think Luffy dies at the end of the series just because there's certain things that he said. Like, he literally talks about in Udon, like, I'm going to choose where and when I die. Now, flip side is that Usopp, I think, would be by far the best character. If there's any character in One Piece that, like, any Straw Hat that's set up to die, and it would actually conclude their story in a good way, and it would actually be a good send-off for their character, and it would fulfill the character's primary motivations and their dream at the same time, it's Usopp. That's the character that lends himself best to that by far. The question is if Oda is willing to do that. Because we did get to the end of all of Wano, and Kinemon, who was begging to die the entire arc, is fine. Kiku, fine. Many characters who were quite willing to die didn't die, and then the characters that did die were kind of random or we didn't care about. I mean, I would have loved if Ashura Doji got a bit of a different death, because I did like Ashura Doji quite a bit. Ivan back from the card shop says, with Oda's low-key sexism, you think Boa is going to end up the weakest warlord? Even fucking Moria was fighting Kaido in his prime. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this. So Moria had low-key the strongest attack in the series when he used a Shadow's Asgard for the first time. So he punches. Like, what is this? Like, this is unheard of pre-time skip. This is all of Thriller Bark basically breaking apart. This is island level force, right? So Shadow's Asgard is actually crazy, crazy strong if you look at it. But the thing is, if you reread the whole fight, the reason that Moria is not busted is because he can't control it, right? So like, he's way past his prime. All the shadows keep leaving him. He's kind of like a powerhouse that's like imagine like a tank, like a super bulked up tank or something like that. Really, really strong, but it's been years since it was used, right? So it's super rusty and shit, right? So it keeps like, the gears are all grimy. It doesn't work too well. You know what I'm saying? And like, the only reason he doesn't murder Luffy here is because a direct hit, that punch that split the island, because I'm made of rubber. Luffy's just a bad matchup for Moria. Like, people don't talk about this enough, but you could swap in a lot of pre-time skip characters here, and they would just be dead if Moria touched them like that. Prime Moria, if he could control this form, like, yeah, this is a fair fight for Kaido. Like, obviously, Kaido's gonna win. We know he won, etc. But, like, I think the same way we can tell that Crocodile at his best is significantly better than what we saw in Alabasta, I think Moria at his best was way, way, way better. I think Shadow's Asgard, like, full form with, like, 1,000 Shadows or whatever, that's a glimpse at full power Moria, and it's really, really, really strong if you think about it. Tyron Hoffman said, Morge, did you hear that Zora's Bounty was a mistake? It was translated wrong in English. It's confirmed by tweet. All right, everybody shut up.
Shut the fuck up!
Let me answer this thing about Zora's Bounty. Tyson Hoffman is correct. It was translated wrong in English. What do we do with this information? Nothing. Edson Alien says, Morge, why don't you stream on Twitch? YouTube chatting experience is awful. You don't like the YouTube chatting experience? Well, I've got good news for you. We're about to fix that with emojis. People say YouTube chat is terrible and that Twitch chat is way better, and that's the biggest appeal of Twitch. My personal opinion, Twitch chat with all of the emojis and everything like that, that's more fun from the viewer's perspective. It's fun to spam emojis and stuff like that, instead of you guys just having to type like Lorge and Mork and random shit. From me, the streamer's perspective, I like reading actual words and text rather than people just spamming stupid emojis and shit. But that being said, we are adding stupid emojis and shit to this chat just because that's just the natural way things go over time, right?
If you can't beat him, join.
How are we gonna do this? I didn't think this through at all. We've got everything we need for a great stream, though. I literally didn't think this through at all. Fuck. There's too many. I thought there'd be like 15. Why is there 4 things of the Morge plush? Why can't it preview this file? Why am I bald here? Bald Morge will literally never be an emoji in here. If you guys want to do an Morge emote with maybe some extra hair drawn on me, that would be appreciated. That might make the final cut. Bald Morge will never make it. Keep dreaming. Although man's dreams never end. So I guess you can hold on to that hope. Classic. What? Who is this guy?
I am great teacher Onizuka! Yoroshiku!
What? It's a 1v1, but you don't bet on Kaido. That's pretty funny. Unrivaled says, you should keep watching Haikyuu. I swear it gets really good. Let me say this. Here was something I saw of Haikyuu that continued to sway my opinion of it towards I don't want to watch it, which was like, I clicked on a Haikyuu clip, which was like, so some dude is tossing a ball in the air, and then Hinata comes running from like way, way, way far away, and then he jumps up super high, and he hits the ball out of the air before this tall guy can hit it.
Hinata Shouyo desu. Zenkoku e ikimasu.
And I'm like, okay, cool. It's a volleyball scene, I suppose. But I scroll down to the comments. Everyone's going nuts. They're like, wow, Haikyuu, so inspiring. So, damn, Hinata's come so far. Like, this was the epic moment, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? I literally cannot fathom how much context I would have to be missing to have the reaction that these people are having in the comments. NKTTV says, you have no context for that scene, you Muppet. No one's ever called me a Muppet before. But I know I have no context for that scene. I can't imagine a reality where I find that scene to be really, really cool. Christian Card says, you just shout on Haikyuu's Nothing Happened. Really? No way. That was their Nothing Happened? No way. What? I thought people were just going to tell me like, hey, that's not that big of a scene. It was just a cool scene. You're just telling me that that's like, fuck. Okay. All right. Ali H says Haikyuu has as much heart as One Piece. The context though, lol. Heart is one of my favorite aspects of One Piece. How endearing the characters are and sort of the grand, larger-than-life character moments that you sort of have, like really big displays of emotion or really big displays of kind-heartedness, etc. Those are the things that really get me about One Piece. It still hits those for me occasionally, like Raizo is safe, stuff like that. For the most part, I do suck off Oda for like 90% of my videos, but people ruminate on and embellish the 10% where I'm not sucking off Oda. You know how tiring it would get to just be sucking Oda's dick 24/7? That's like a lot. You need some breaks once in a while. All jokes aside, I think I will like Haikyuu if I'm able to get past the volleyball stuff. But clearly eating the person is like one of my priorities as well.